Hello and welcome to Rachel's room. Today we're going to be working on some stretching, increase a little bit of heart rate, and then we're going to relax and do some stretching. Um, so I decided that I want to do like a 30-day challenge. So every day I'm going to do yoga and post a video for the next 30 days. Now that I'm saying it and I'm recording it and I'm going to put this on YouTube, I have to do it because I've put it out there in the atmosphere. So if you would like to join me in this journey for the next 30 days and hold me accountable, because that would be cool, that would be great. So today, let's start standing. I feel like I never start standing. So let's get up and stand up on our mat. All right. So we're gonna stand in mountain pose. We're gonna put our feet together. Your feet can be actually together or hip width distance apart. Your hands are gonna be down and straight. Your fingers are gonna be spread or wide, and you're gonna engage your core. You're gonna take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. A deep breath out. All right. From here, we're going to reach our arms up in the air, our chest up in the air, and we're going to appreciate what our body has been through today, and we're going to thank our body for doing their jobs. Another inhale, another exhale, and then we're going to fold forward in a forward fold. All right. You can fold over. Your hands can be straight like this on the mat, or you can hold elbow to elbow, and you can breathe. All right. And from here, we're going to halfway lift and put our hands on our shins. And we're going to forward fold. We're going to go up again into mountain pose. And breathe. From here, we're going to take our left hand down, our right hand down, and leave our left hand up and stretch and reach over. Then we're going to bring that right hand back up to meet that left hand. Then we're going to place our left hand down and we're going to reach over. And we're going to bring that left hand to meet that right hand. And then we're going to forward fold again. Bend into the knees if that feels good. Just relaxing and folding over. You can leave your hands like this. You can put them on your shin. You can put them on your thigh. Whatever feels comfortable for you today. And breathe out. On your next inhale, you're going to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to reach your hands up into mountain pose. From here, you're going to place your hands on your side, and you're going to roll your neck one direction, whenever it feels good. Whenever it feels good, you can switch directions. I'm going to do some shoulder rolls to the back. Remembering to inhale and exhale, and we're going to do some shoulder rolls to the front whenever you're comfortable, whenever you're ready. It's at your own pace. I'm going to relax. Mountain pose, hands down, feet together, a hip distance apart. Then we're going to take a step back, a step on the back of our bag. All right. From here, we're going to go back up into mountain pose, hands up in the air. Feet together, a hip width distance apart. And we're going to forward fold. And then in our forward fold, we're going to walk our hands out into plank. And you can come down to your knees. From here, you're going to take your right leg back, stretch it out. Let me see if you can do 3 taps on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Lift it back up. You're going to take your left hand out, reach it to the side. Maybe lift that, put a bend in that lifted leg. Pump it in the air 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and reach back. Maybe today you can touch your ankle, maybe not, and that's okay. If you're here, if you're here, if you're here, it doesn't matter as long as you're doing yoga and you're remembering to breathe. From there, you're going to reach your hand back out to the front and place it on the mat. Stretch your right leg out and then place it back on the mat. Do a few neck rolls, one direction, switch directions whenever you feel comfortable. And then from here, we're going to lift that left leg out. We're going to pulse that 3 times, or we're going to tap the ground 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to bend that knee. We're going to reach our right hand out this time. We're going to put it on our side. Then we're going to do 3 pumps in the air with a flex foot. 1, 2, 3, and then reach back. I got the party started early today. Okay. All right. Put your hands down on the mat and place your knee back on the mat. And then from here, we're going to do some cat and cows. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, dropping that belly down in cow. Exhaling, and arching that back up in cat. Remember, exhale, drop it low. Inhale, pull it up. I tickled myself on that one. All right. From here, you're going to walk your feet to meet your hands. And we're going to forward fold down. We're going to halfway lift. Forward fold one more time. And then go up into mountain pose. From here, we're going to sit down in the chair. Put a bend in your knees and leave your arms up. If this is too much for your shoulders today, you can join me here in prayer, where your hands are right above your heart in a prayer. Okay? Or you got it in you today, reach those hands up. And from here, we're going to forward fold, touching our hands to the mat or to the shins or our knees or wherever we're comfortable at today. Then we're going to halfway lift, straightening out our back, looking forward down on the mat. We're going to forward fold, and then we're going to walk back. We can high plank it here. We can drop down on our knees. From here, we're going to low plank it, where you're going to do like a push-up. Where you're going down, you're going to stop halfway, and then you're going to float up in an upward dog. And you're going to flip into a downward dog. And if downward dog is just too much for you today, remember, you can always drop to your knees. Okay? So up, downward dog. All right, from here, we're going to walk our feet up to our hands. We're going to halfway, we're going to forward fold, halfway lift. Then we're going to forward fold, with a mountain pose. We're going to sit down in our chair. Then we're going to take a step back with that right leg. From here, we're in warrior one. So make sure that your right foot is touching the mat and is turned towards the side. Your hips are facing forward along with your knee. Make sure your knee's not going in, because I have a tendency to do that. Make sure your knee is going out. And you're breathing. From here, you're going to pull that right leg back up. We're going to go back into chair. Then we're going to bend over and we're going to forward fold and release those knees, and it feels amazing. Then we're going to halfway lift. Forward fold, then step back, put your hands on the mat, step back, in a high plank. Remember to drop down to your knees if you need to. Then we're going to low plank. Then we're going to float up, upward dog. And then we're going to float down, downward dog. Then we're going to walk our hands up we're going to walk our feet up to meet our hands. Walk those things up. We're going to forward fold, half lift, forward fold, mountain pose. Sit down in your chair. Then you're going to take that left foot back. Make sure that it lands on the mat. Your arms are going to be up. Your hips are going to be faced towards your knee. Make sure your knee is pushed out. And we're in the warrior one. And then from here, we're going to go step our left foot right back to meet our right in the chair. And we're going to forward fold. We're going to half lift. Forward fold, and then step back. We're going to high plank it, low plank it, up dog, and down dog. We're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more time, a deep breath in. And exhale. All right, you can jump to the front of your mat or walk your feet up to your hands. This time we're just going to go in the chair, put a bend in your knees and raise your hands up, or remember, you can always put them at heart center. Okay? Hands up. Take that right foot back. We're going to go into warrior one with that foot turned to the side. From warrior one, we're going to open up our arms and transition into warrior two. Make sure that your arms are parallel and just straight out. Your palms are going facing down towards the mat, and you're looking between your middle finger, where you're looking at beyond your middle finger. And this is warrior two. All right, we're going to come out like we went in. We'll go back into warrior one. Hands up, step back in, step that right foot back in to meet your left in the chair. Then we're going to forward fold. We're going to take an inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold, and then we're going to go step out into a high plank, bend down, low plank, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. From here, next, so I'm gonna get this. This is the purpose of the 30-day challenge, is to help me get better with my wording, my vocabulary, to become a better yoga instructor. So I'm gonna make some mistakes, but you guys just deal with me through this 30-day challenge. I promise you it'll be worth it at the end. All right, from here, we're gonna walk to the front of the mat, meet our hands again, any way that feels comfortable to you. We're gonna forward fold. We're gonna half lift. We're gonna forward fold, and we're gonna go right up in the chair. From chair, we're gonna step that left foot back. Warrior one, we're gonna spread those arms out again, making sure that they're parallel, palms down. Warrior two, and we're breathing. Make sure that there's a bend in your right knee, your left leg is stretched out. From here, we're gonna go back into warrior one. Swing that arm back around, step into warrior and back into chair. We're gonna forward fold. We're gonna inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a step back. High plank it, low plank it. Inhale and exhale. Walk to the front of the mat. We're gonna go into chair. Step that right foot back. Warrior one. Transition over into warrior two. You're gonna straighten that front leg and have your left hand reach your left ankle and bring your right arm up in the air. And we're gonna breathe. Stretch that hip back. You can look at your hand if that's where you're at today. You can look in front of you. All right, you're gonna swing that hand down. Step that foot back up in the chair and forward fold. You're gonna halfway lift. Forward fold. Take your step your feet back. High plank it or knees, remember that. High plank it, low plank it. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna jump to the front of our mat. We're gonna chair pose it. Then we're gonna take that left foot back. Warrior one it. You know it. Warrior two. Okay. Straighten out your leg and have your right hand touch your right ankle and reach your left arm in the air. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. From here, we're gonna go back into chair pose. Here we go. Then we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Step your feet back. Then we're gonna flow. So high plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right. One more time. We're gonna walk our hands to the front of the mat. Well, two more times. Halfway lift. Hold, forward fold, and chair pose. We're gonna place our hands on our heart. And then we're gonna have our left elbow touch our right knee in chair. Open it up or keep it right here. It's whatever you feel comfortable with today. Then you're gonna go back into heart center. Go back. Then have your right elbow touch your left knee. Open that thing up and let it fly. Cause it's your business. Hands back, heart center. And we're gonna forward fold. We're gonna halfway lift, hands to our shin, straight back. Back into forward fold. Step our feet back and flow. So high plank, low plank, up dog, and down dog. All right, from here we're gonna drop down to our knees. And we're gonna do some some stretching or bring our heart rate back down. So inhale with me with a straight back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right. From here, we're going to stretch out our wrists. So we're going to flip our hands, have our fingers pointed towards us. And then we're going to flip the palms and have the fingers pointed towards us. And we're going to rotate and move around in it. Stretch out our wrists because we did a lot of flows today. Okay, and then we're going to turn our hands where our fingers are touching, basically. I'm going to rotate around, stretch, feel it, feel it. All right. We're going to do a few cat and cows. So drop that belly. Inhale into cat. Exhale into cow. Inhale into cat. Exhale into cow. Next, we're going to sit on our bottoms and do some separate leg stretching. Okay. All right. We're going to have our left foot touch the inside of our right leg. We're going to reach our palms up in the air and engage your core. And we're going to reach over and touch our hands to our feet, making sure to engage our core and make sure that we're not humping over, and make sure our back is straight, and bend into it and breathing. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always stand up and just try to reach for one leg at a time. And if you have the flexibility, you can place your forehead on your knee. We're going to raise our arms back up, switch legs. Left leg out, right leg bent, foot touching the inside of the left leg, hands up, reach over, and give yourself grace. Some sides are better than others. As you can tell, the other side is better than this side. I'm a little tight. I don't know how to fix this, but hopefully one day I'll get it together. All right. And before I let you guys go today, we're going to lift those hands back up. Gonna relax. Before I let you go today, we got to do my favorite pose. We're going to stretch those knees out as wide as they can go. Fall into it. Relax into it. Breathe into it. Okay. This is frog. And then we're going to stretch our feet out as wide as they can go. You see them? They peeking out like that, like a little frog. All right. There you go. And stretch out them hips. Bring it down. And breathe. We're going to stay here for a while. So get into it and enjoy it. Ooh, you should feel this in your hips. Stretching them out. Working on your mobility so you won't be as stiff. I feel like stretching out my hips help my knees and my ankles. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like it does. And if this is too much for you, you're always welcome to do Happy Baby on your back. It does stretch out your hips as well. All right, 30 more seconds. And if you don't feel, if it's too much, ease up and push forward. If it's not enough, push back into those hips. But you should definitely feel this stretch. It's very disrespectful. All right, you're gonna get out that the best way you can. Now I'm gonna take those feet in and then bend your knees back in, okay? Ooh, those hips feel good and stretched. All right, that's all stretched. Let's go into a pigeon pose. So your left knee is gonna touch your left wrist and your left foot is gonna touch your right wrist. And stretch back, stretch your right leg back. You can stay here, that's where your flexibility is today, or you can bring it down, you can lay down, and just remember to breathe. I might want to hold it just a little bit longer. Hopefully you're uncomfortable like I am, so you want me to get out of it, so that means we're really stretching in the pose, making sure that our body weight is spread out evenly between our bodies, not just leaning to the side. Okay. Push up. We're going to bring our right leg in and do the same thing. Stretch out that left one. Just switch it out. Oh, they feel so good. Fold into it, making sure that our body weight is evenly distributed. Push up. Get on our knees. We want to find a seat onto our bottom. And we're going to roll back. We're going to go into my favorite pose, Savasana. And relax for a few moments. And you can spread out across your mat as wide as you want to. Take as much room up as you feel. Remembering to inhale and exhale. Thanking your body for the practice, the work that it just did, appreciating it. Breathing in positive thoughts, positive energy. Maybe chanting your mantra. In the next few moments, I'm going to give you in silence. On your next inhale, turn to your favorite side. Okay. You're going to put yourself up into a seated position. Place your hands in your prayer hands on your heart. Thank you for joining me today. I hope I see you for my 30-day challenge to help me make videos and help with my dialect. If you have any input or anything you suggest to help, I would truly appreciate it. And I hope you subscribe and like and follow my videos. And that's it. Namaste. Namaste. Have a good rest of your day.